It is 5 minutes after 8 o'clock here on this Friday morning under partly sunny skies. It is 72 degrees in Clinton.
Local information that makes a difference. Here's your regional weather.
Today, sunny with a high in the upper 80s. Tonight, a 40% chance of a rain shower, even storm. Temperatures in the mid 60s. A 40% chance of showers on Saturday. Otherwise, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Saturday night, a 30% chance of rain, otherwise clear. Lows around 60 degrees. Sunday, a 40% chance of showers and storms in the afternoon, otherwise partly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. Monday, sunny. Highs in the mid 70s. And Tuesday, a 30% chance of afternoon rain, otherwise sunny. Highs in the mid 70s. Across central Illinois as we roll through this Friday morning, decreasing cloud cover, 73 in Bloomington, 72 in Hayworth and Leroy, 74 in Farmer City, 71 in Champaign, 72 in Monticello and Decatur. It's 71 in Lincoln, 73 in Springfield, right now 71 in Peoria. 72 under partly cloudy skies in Clinton. South winds are calm. 61% humidity, 10 miles of visibility on this Friday morning. Get the latest in local weather at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Warner Hospital and Health Services in Clinton uses the latest technology for positive patient outcomes with a new state-of-the-art CT machine next to our ER. CEO Paul Scarin asking you to find out more by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
When it comes to fire and water restoration, ServPro of Piatt DeWitt counties is the leader in cleaning, restoration, and construction. Find out all the services they provide by clicking their icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
This is Brad from Gibson Ace Hardware in Clinton, Illinois. Stop in to see us, the helpful place at 114 North Madison Street, Clinton.
John Milheiser has had enough of the corruption and of career politicians who've forgotten their job is to serve you. John Milheiser is a former prosecutor who spent years putting murderers and drug dealers behind bars, and he doesn't back down from a fight. John Milheiser has prosecuted public officials for corruption and played a key role in the investigation and indictment of Mike Madigan. Springfield is a mess. Send a prosecutor to clean it up. Vote John Milheiser for Secretary of State. Steve Kim is a born fighter. The son of immigrants, Steve Kim knows what it's like to walk unsafe streets and knows exactly how to clean them up. That's why Steve Kim is running for Attorney General, to fight crime and throw the thugs and gangsters in jail, to end Madigan's corruption that has reached the top levels of our state, and to bring the rule of law back to Illinois. Get tough on crime. End corruption. Vote Steve Kim for Attorney General. Paid for by Citizens for Judicial Fairness.
It's 8 minutes after 8 o'clock here on this Friday morning under partly sunny skies, 72 degrees in Clinton.
From regional radio, DeWittDailyNews.com and the WHOW app. This is local information making a difference.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. Coverage of the WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Youth in Illinois has returned to a normal school year, and masks have been off for a couple of months now, but a Clinton nonprofit says that doesn't mean kids are well. While some kids are doing just fine, there seems to be a general disinterest among young people, says the Vault's founder Michelle Witzke and executive director Tammy Wilson. Wilson points out a recent article outlined what youth are going through, and she says it describes a lot of what they see in their kids.
I brought an article this morning that I came across. To me, this describes kind of what we're seeing, and there is evidently a new sort of catchword out there that's called languishing in the mental health community. This article is talking about that the term languishing began to make its way into the world and the culture, the mainstream during the pandemic. But what's happening is we're seeing the results of it. Like the languishing is still happening.
Mhm.
So they're saying what languishing means, it's like a sense of stagnation or emptiness, absence of joy, or a general sense of blah. So many times, like our kids will come in and we'll say, how are you doing? How are you doing? You know what they'll say? Meh.
Meh. Yeah. Meh.
Meh.
Really?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
meh. Not bad,
Yeah.
not just meh. So this article is talking about how it's kind of this barren wasteland that they're not good, they're not bad, they're just sort of in a numb kind of state. So it's talking about different things that we can do to keep from languishing. And as I went through this, and I'm not going to go through the whole article, obviously, but as I went through this, I thought these are things that we are actually doing at the vault.
According to Wilson, they are trying to get young people to express their feelings through their words. She says counselors do a good job of connecting with the kids to find meaning.
They're talking about naming and claiming. So it's saying start by giving voice to how you feel instead of suppressing your emotions. So if you're languishing, you just say it. Yeah, I am languishing. So we have mentors that are there every day with the kids, initiating conversation, because a teenager, you know how teenagers are. Like you ask them how was their day, they'll give you a very short answer or this meh thing. So we're training our mentors to dig a little deeper, like not be invasive, but to just dig a little deeper to try and find out, what does that mean?
Tell me
Like,
about that.
yeah, tell me about that. What trying to get the kids to give voice to what they're actually feeling. So we're naming and claiming, which I thought was really cool. And then it's talking about finding a flow state, and a flow state is just feeling like you're enthralled or engaged in something meaningful. Again, this is what we're doing, and we'll talk about our summer career camps a little bit later, but giving kids something to get enthralled about, get engaged in. And even when they come to the vault, just during hangouts, it's like, let's play a game. Let's do Gaga Ball. Let's engage.
Yeah. Witzke says a lot of kids have changed and called them not the same kids they were before the pandemic.
But some, like to me, I don't know what you would say, but have just changed. Like they're not the same kid they were a couple of years ago, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and then just talking about relationships, I'm just wondering, like what you said, Seth, about pulling away and kids just being at home by themselves on their phones, on their computers, whatever. But then it got old, I think, really quick. And then they realized, man, I need some people. I need some people to talk to. My niece in Ohio, she said she's got a 3-year-old little girl. And one day during the pandemic, when they were holed up at home, her little 3-year-old said, "Mom, I just need people." That's what we're all crying for, really, because that's the way we were created. So anyway, I wonder if the whole relationship thing, like the kids getting back into it, is it like, are they just having difficulty navigating how do relationships work again?
The vault held a program this past Tuesday night for the kids on relationships and things like perspective, sex, and even abuse. Grant funding is becoming more available, and a DeWitt County nonprofit leader is focusing on trying to secure grants to help in some areas of need. On the WHOW Morning Show Thursday, DeWitt County Friendship Center Executive Director Paula Giles told Regional Radio News the Friendship Center is hoping funding from the ARPA money the county is offering to nonprofits and small businesses will allow them to afford a new van.
Writing grants, out there searching for money. Well, that grant is kind of part of the county grant that they've kind of put a hold on for right now. So that was the big grant. It was like $383,000 that we were seeking. So we'll see what we get, and we'll downsize to wherever we have to be.
Yeah.
But that is the big outdoor area for the seniors, which, they really need to be out in the fresh air when they can. And that's what that was for. If we rent because our building is for rent, you just can't have alcohol there. But if they rent that building, they have the whole outdoors too. It would make it really good for us, and it would help income wise to keep it going.
Giles has discovered that the restaurant chain Chick-fil-A has a grant program that nonprofits can apply for. She is seeking $30,000 from that opportunity to upgrade the agency van they already have.
I've got one going through Chick-fil-A. They have a grant process, and Exelon, of course. And I'm going to go Amaranth, get some of the bigger ones. No, they actually have money set aside that they give to nonprofits. And I think they have 3 million, maybe 350 million that they're distributing through the United States. You just tell them what you need it for, and they base it the amount of your grant off your needs. I was looking for $30,000, and hopefully if we can get to a van, maybe even a used one, trade in the one we have and get a used van. They're about 45,000. Yep. And just facility upgrades. Like we need a new roof really bad. So we got a lot of stuff.
Says her priority is the roof of the Friendship Center, but there's also other areas of need that they'll need to address. If you are a young person in your life, enjoys history, and has just a little bit of passion for it, a McLean County nonprofit has a 1-week summer program just for them. Candace Summers with the McLean County Museum of History indicates this annual week of exploration in the summer allows a young person to get a glimpse of what can be done professionally in the arena of history.
Absolutely. So our annual Futures in History Camp is back again this year. We're doing one session in the month of July from the 11th to the 15th with 16 campers. Kids entering 4th, 5th, and 6th grades this fall are eligible to attend. And it's a jam-packed camp. It's a 5-day-a-week camp from 8:30 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. And students can also receive scholarships to attend for free if your income level meets a certain requirement. We are going to be learning about the careers of law, archaeology, architecture, museum studies, and environmental science.
The program runs July 11th through the 15th. Get more information at mchistory.org.
University trials and grower use proves that adding Tough 5EC to the post-tank mix significantly improves the control of resistant weeds such as Palmer amaranth, water hemp, and kochia. Tough 5EC is a selective contact herbicide that synergizes with HPPD inhibitors and enhances atrazine with fast results. Tough 5EC is in stock and ready to ship. Ask your local retailer about Tough 5EC or visit belchamusa.com. Always read and follow label instructions.
Using the latest technology for positive patient outcomes. That's the goal when you're treated in the ER at the Warner Hospital and Health Services in Clinton. CEO Paul Scarron here to let you know we've invested in an upgraded CT machine adjacent to our ER. It enables our ER doctors to detect and diagnose what's wrong with a patient clearer and faster than ever. Bigger hospitals have it, and Warner Hospitals got it. Just another way Warner Hospital and Health Services in Clinton using the latest technology for positive patient outcomes. And there's more to come.
Attention Republicans, stand by for important election information. Oh, Democrats can listen too, I guess. But they probably won't, because if you're still a Democrat, you're clearly not paying attention. Anyway, in the Republican primary for Congress, President Trump has endorsed conservative Mary Miller. Repeat, Mary Miller is the official Trump choice for Congress. We like repeating it to annoy any Democrats who are still listening. Well, the point is, Mary Miller backs term limits. She's strong on election integrity. And Mary Miller will stand up to AOC and the green energy socialists that are just killing us at the gas pump. Conservative Mary Miller for Congress, the Trump Republican choice. And in case Joe Biden hears this, we now repeat our message in a way he can understand. Trump endorsed Mary Miller. Paid for by Club for Growth Action, clubforgrowthaction.org, and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Time now for a local look at sports. I'm Seth Lawrence with this report. The Clinton Lady Maroons could only muster 6 base runners against Tuscola's Carrie Pierce and fell 10-0 in Central Illinois Conference high school girls softball action Thursday from Clinton High School. Pierce struck out 5 over 7 scoreless innings, issuing a walk and allowing 5 hits. The Lady Warriors committed an error, and Ashley Armstrong was hit by a pitch. Armstrong, Chloe Griffin, and Heidi Humble recorded hits for the Lady Maroons. Clinton falls to 3-18 overall and 2-11 in the CIC. They wrap up regular season play this afternoon at Meridian. The Mount Pulaski Hilltoppers boys baseball team racked up 17 hits and rolled to a 15-5 5-inning 10-run rule win over El Paso Gridley in non-conference high school boys baseball action Thursday afternoon at Mount Pulaski High School. Gavin Smith was 3 for 4 with 5 RBIs. Evan Cooper was 3 for 4 with a pair of RBIs. Landon Smith and Jackson Fricky finished 2 for 4 with an RBI apiece. Chance Payne was 2 for 4 with a pair of RBIs, and Lucas Kuhlman was 2 for 4 with an RBI and scored 4 runs. A.J. Bailey also scored 4 runs and doubled for the Hilltoppers. Cooper went 5 innings, allowing 5 runs. 2 were earned on 5 hits with a walk and a strikeout. With Thursday's win, Mount Pulaski tops the 20-win mark for the 3rd straight season, going to 20-4 overall. The Hilltoppers take on Bloomington Cornerstone Christian Academy this afternoon and finish out the regular season tomorrow morning at New Berlin. Giancarlo Stanton homered twice and drove in a career-best 6 as the Yankees clubbed the White Sox 15-7 Thursday night for their 4th straight victory. Aaron Judge and Josh Donaldson connected for the Major League leading Yankees in the opener of an 8-game trip. Judge had 4 RBIs. Donaldson drove in 3, led by a relentless lineup. New York won for the 16th time in 18 games. Stanton and company are off to the franchise's best start since the Yankees opened 23-8 in 2003. Chicago tied the game at 7 on Yoan Moncada's first homer of the season, a 3-run drive to center against Jonathan Loaisiga in the 7th. It was the 3rd homer allowed by Loaisiga this year after he yielded a total of 3 in 70 2/3 innings in 2021. But that did not matter that much. After Joe Kelly retired the first 2 batters in the 8th inning, New York put together its highest scoring inning this season. 3 straight walks loaded the bases for Aaron Judge, who beat out a grounder up the middle for a 2-run infield single. Then Gleyber Torres ignored third base coach Luis Rojas' stop sign and slid safely home for a 9-7 lead. Stanton added a 2-run single, and Donaldson capped the rally with a 3-run shot to left against Tanner Banks. Judge's Major League leading 11th homer leading off the 7th traveled an estimated 456 feet to left center field. Chicago right-hander Dylan Cease matched career highs with 11 strikeouts in 4 innings, but was tagged for a season-high 6 runs to go along with 6 hits. He yielded a total of 9 runs in his first 6 starts of the year. The White Sox had won 7 of 8. Garrett Cole pitches tonight for the Yankees opposite right-hander Vince Velasquez for the Palehose. Cole has struck out 25 over 19 innings in his last 3 starts. Vince Velasquez is going for his 3rd straight win. Rylan Bannon became just the 3rd Baltimore Oriole since 2000 to get a hit on the first pitch of his big league career. Jorge Mateo and Anthony Bemboom homered for Baltimore, beating the St. Louis Cardinals 3-2 on Thursday. The 26-year-old third baseman was recalled from AAA Norfolk before the game and singled on a pitch from Steven Matz. With 2 outs in the 2nd inning, 1 batter after Mateo homered to put the Orioles ahead. Bannon went 1 for 4 with a strikeout and 2 pop-outs. The 2017 Big East Player of the Year at Xavier was selected by the Dodgers in the 8th round of the 2017 amateur draft and was traded to Baltimore in July 2018 in the deal that brought Manny Machado to the Dodgers. Bemboom hit his first big league home run since September 2020 in the 7th, and Cedric Mullins added an RBI single off Genesis Cabrera later in the inning for a 3-0 lead. Steven Matz lost his 3rd straight start, allowing 3 runs and 7 hits in 6 2/3 innings with 7 strikeouts and no walks. Baltimore took 2 of 3 from the Cardinals and improved to 4-1 in rubber games this season after going 7-5 in such games in 2021. Keegan Aiken, the second of 6 Orioles pitchers, got just his 4th win in 16 big league decisions, allowing a hit over 2 2/3 scoreless innings. He struck out 4 in a bullpen day for Baltimore. Brian Baker gave up a hit in 2 1/3 innings of his first big league start. Dylan Carlson homered off Cionel Perez in the 7th after Tyler O'Neill bounced into a double play. Nolan Arenado added a sac fly in the 8th against Joey Kriebel. Felix Bautista got 4 straight outs for his 2nd save of the series and the season. Trey Mancini singled twice and has a hit in 8 of his 9 games since returning from bruised ribs on May 3rd. Jordan Lyles is set to start a series opener at Detroit on Friday. Jordan Hicks starts tonight's series opener against the San Francisco Giants. Hicks has not gone longer than 4 1/3 innings in his 6 starts this season. Joey Logano used a bump and run to ease leader William Byron out of the way on the next to last lap and won at Darlington, ending a 40-race winless streak. Logano's maneuver has been all the talk in the NASCAR world this week as the series shifts to Kansas after a lengthy run at short and intermediate tracks. Kyle Busch won after starting 9th in the spring last year. Logano became the 10th different winner through 12 races. He also extended to 11 his streak of years with at least 1 victory. Byron and Ross Chastain are the lone 2-time winners this season. Chase Elliott leads Byron and Ryan Blaney by 65 points. Logano is 4th, 79 points back, with Chastain, Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. all 89 points back. The race will be followed by the non-points all-star race at Texas next week, a virtual 1-week break from the championship battle at the regular season midpoint for the Premier Series. The Advent Health 400 races at 2 p.m. Central Time Sunday, with practice and qualifying Saturday afternoon at 4. Pole winner John Hunter Nemechek held off Carson Hocevar with 0.552 seconds in overtime at Darlington, earning his first victory of the season in the Camping World Truck Series last weekend at Darlington. Nemechek became the 6th different winner in 7 races this season. Zane Smith is the only driver with 2 wins this season. Nemechek jumped to 2nd in the points race, 30 behind Ben Rhodes. Chandler Smith is 32 back. Zane Smith leads all drivers with 6 top 10s, but is 5th in points, 42 back. Busch won after starting 2nd in the spring race late last year. The Camping World Truck Series races at 7 Saturday night, with practice and qualifying Saturday morning at 11. The Xfinity Series takes the week off and returns next week at Texas. Justin Allgaier ended a 34-race winless streak with his 2nd consecutive victory at Darlington, beating teammate Noah Gragson and leading a 2nd consecutive 1-2 finish for JR Motorsports. Get sports anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Make no mistake, Rodney Davis is the right choice to represent us in Washington, and farmers agree. In fact, Illinois Farm Bureau Activator strongly endorses Rodney Davis for re-election. Don't be bamboozled. The only right choice is Rodney Davis. There's no mistaking that Rodney is a true leader who'll fight for us. Rodney Davis recognizes the importance of hard work, and he'll go to Washington to solve, not create problems. Paid for by Illinois Farm Bureau Activator.
At Memorial, we've cared for our community for more than a century. What began as a single hospital has grown into a regional network of expertise, technology, and high-quality care. And now, our name will reflect that. Introducing Memorial Health, the new name and look for all the places where you receive our care, from our hospitals to our many care locations. One name, one connected network of care. Welcome to the new symbol of health.
Noah Atkinson here, owner of Lincoln Printers and Sign Designs in Lincoln. Proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the WHOW WEZC Lincoln Printers Business of the Month.
Jerry Toohill has been your local Stone Seed dealer in Clinton for many years. Jerry's part of the Stone Seed team that live and work in Illinois just like you. Jerry has called Clinton home for a long time, and Jerry, along with his Stone Seed team, make sure area farmers have seed solutions for their fields. They'll receive a $200 gift certificate good at Lincoln Printers and Sign Designs for being our WHOW/WEZC Lincoln Printers Business of the Month. Nominate a business you'd like featured by emailing us at WHOW@randyradio.com.
Lincoln Printers and Sign Designs reminds you that if you're in need of anything printed, from envelopes and wedding invitations to signs, banners, and even vinyl wraps, think of us. Find us online at lincolnprintersinc.com.
SRN News, I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. The lawyer for WNBA star Brittany Griner says her pre-trial detention in Russia has been extended by 1 month. The two-time Olympic gold medalist was detained at the Moscow airport in mid-February for allegedly possessing a cannabis derivative. Twitter's stock falling this morning following an early morning tweet from Elon Musk. He said his plan to buy Twitter for $44 billion is temporarily on hold. That is, until he receives more information about the social media platform's fake accounts. Shares of Twitter stock did drop sharply on that news. Republican lawmakers putting pressure on President Biden to do something about a nationwide shortage of baby formula. Yesterday, the president spoke with executives from manufacturers Gerber and Reckitt about how they could increase production. This is SRN News.
Don't miss 2,000 Mules, the new movie from Dinesh.
From regional radio, DeWittDailyNews.com and the WHOW app. This is local information making a difference.
If you are a young person in your life, enjoys history, and has just a little bit of passion for it, a McLean County nonprofit has a 1-week summer program just for them. Candace Summers with the McLean County Museum of History indicates this annual week of exploration in the summer allows young people to get a glimpse of what can be done professionally in the arena of history.
Absolutely. So our annual Futures in History Camp is back again this year. We're doing one session in the month of July from the 11th to the 15th with 16 campers. Kids entering 4th, 5th, and 6th grades this fall are eligible to attend. And it's a jam-packed camp. It's a 5-day-a-week camp from 8:30 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. And students can also receive scholarships to attend for free if your income level meets a certain requirement. We are going to be learning about the careers of law, archaeology, architecture, museum studies, and environmental science. And we'll be making field trips to several organizations, including the David Davis Mansion, where we'll be doing archaeology. We'll be working around downtown Bloomington, working with Meltdown Creative Works, Illinois Art Station, and Workbench Architecture. We're going to be doing a pop-up museum at Hanger Art Company, which is across the street from the museum, taking a field trip out to Sugar Grove Nature Center, Funks Grove, Illinois, and my favorite last day activity, a site tour at Rivian to learn all about them as well. For kiddos entering 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, you can join us for a great full day experience, a full week experience, and learn how you can use the field of history as a career opportunity.
For the individual that knows they love history, but they don't know what they want to do with that passion for a career, Summers indicates that was her as a young person and was fortunate to find herself in a career that centers around history and research. The program runs from July 11th through the 15th.